tissue.
Man, you U.S., man.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I love you.
You've been
too,
holding
brother.
this
Do
in
you
the whole
understand
interview,
how
though.
much power it is in letting it go?
Yeah, because you've been holding it the whole interview. I've been watching you.
You asked me the question.
I did, but I mean, I'm getting you.
You should have never asked the question
I love you,
if you didn't want to see
I love you, brother. I love you. I love you.
how hard it's been to get through.
I love you. I love you, black man.
Okay, do you not cry?
Absolutely.
You might not bring it to the radio,
Absolutely.
but this is what being grown
Thank you,
is.
brother.
I'm not doing this.
I need one. My makeup gonna mess up.
Hear me.
My concealer
Hear
is
me.
sitting today.
Hear me. Black men cry. When divorces happen, women aren't the only one that are devastated. When a miscarriage happens, women are not the only one that you should be checking on. When you can't put food on the table because your career goes up and then it goes down, stop calling, skipping over the man, and just checking on the woman.
Okay, so yes, black men do cry. You are absolutely right. There's nothing wrong with a man crying. Jesus wept. Why? Because he thought that his cousin was dead. Everybody was saying that he can never be risen again. Everybody didn't have no faith. Christ wept. Jesus wept. But when Jesus did it, he didn't do it in front of everybody. As a man, the reason why no one checks on you is because you're supposed to be all right, brother. You are the pillar. You understand? You are what holds everything up. Of course you all right, but that don't mean you don't go cry in your closet. That's why when you pray in the closet. Understand? Everybody don't need to see you crying, brother. Do not cry in public. Understand that? I'm hoping y'all brothers understand that what Tyrese is doing, no one cares about your tears as a man. Your tears as a man is to help you get through the hard times. It's to help you get over all the trauma, like he's saying. No one cares to see this. All you do is diminish your manhood and how strong you are to everybody else in the community looking at you. You do not cry in public as a man. Unless your mama is dying in your arms in the streets, you don't cry in public. Period, point blank. I don't care what you say. This diminishes your demeanor, or the people's confidence in you, and your ability to be strong for your community, for your family. It's why you don't cry in front of your woman, because she's gonna think it's gonna be a little bit of manhood that ain't there no more, that used to be there. And I don't care what women say, nothing wrong with crying in front of your woman. What are you supposed to cry in front of? You can't cry in front of her, cause it does something to her psyche or her perspective of me when I'm crying in front of her. I'm supposed to be the rock, the pillar, the leader, the strength. How I'm gonna be crying? Then what's she supposed to do? Console me? Come on, man. Nothing wrong with crying. As a black man, we need to cry, just not in public.
This is real shit out here. I'm gonna wipe my own tears.
Messing up my makeup, Tyrese.
I love you, sis.
All praises for him wiping his damn tears, because no one wants to see it. No one cares about it. The so-called black man don't care about it. The so-called black woman don't care about it. The white man don't care about it. Nobody care about it. But this Negro, for some reason, just keep crying on the internet.
When you do things from the heart, it affects hearts. That's what beautiful pain is. Y'all might outsell me the first week. I made a fucking classic. Some of the most legendary movies in the world didn't do well in the box office. Baby Boy bombed. Do your research. Is it a classic?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Is Baby Boy a classic?
Hell yeah.
People didn't even know who the fuck I was as an actor when that movie came out.
Baby Boy don't. Only reason BET still got a network.
I didn't watch it on BET, but that's my favorite movie, though. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I don't want to see Tyrese crying. Because my perspective or perception of him that he was like a man's man. He was someone that we could look up to want to be like. He used to talk about God and everything, all these positive affirmations, and you know, he was a man that you might want to be like in the movies. And then he just started crying on us. Like, I'm like, what is going on, bro? You need friends or leadership to tell you, like, hey, put the camera down, brother. But he right. Baby Boy was a classic, though. I love that movie. That's my favorite movie. Because when I was 16, that's how I was. So I was able to connect and resonate with that movie.
Praise God. If the movie bombed in the box office, why is it the only movie that they still playing on BET every day?
Well, they still playing it on BET because it's a nigga network. I mean, they don't even play news on that motherfucker. So what else they gonna play?
Confuse data and numbers and popularity with the reality of what affects hearts. I'm a grown ass man, and I'm
crying on the internet. That's what I'm saying. Nobody cares. Don't say these type of things if you're gonna be the opposite of what a grown ass man would be doing. I've never seen my dad cry in public. I've only seen my dad cry one time, and that was on the hospital bed. I've never seen him cry. I've never seen my grandfather cry. Never. Now, I'm sure they did. I'm sure they do. They never told me not to cry, but you don't do it in public. You just don't. The so-called black man is on the bottom of society. No one cares about your pain. You are the king of the earth. Nobody cares about your pain. No one cares. You can't be like other people. Maybe the white man can cry on TV, on the internet. But the so-called black man, they be like, why is he crying? Don't he got millions of dollars? Ain't he on the TV? Ain't he in movies? Ain't he a singer? Why are he crying? No one cares about it, bro. No one cares about that, man. Go open in the closet and have a good cry. All praises, man. Nothing wrong with that. Jesus cried. The best man that ever walked the planet Earth cried. He wasn't out in the street doing it. Just saying.
I'll tell y'all something about 1992, as well as The Masked Singer, when I did that show. Praise God for Nick Cannon. Shout out to him. I was really a masked singer. I needed that mask so fucking bad.
Wow.
I needed that money from that show so bad. I didn't have it in me to go stand on that fucking stage and sing. And praise God I had a mask on, because while I was on stage singing, if they had seen my face under that mask.
Right.
All praises for the mask. You want to cry in a mask, brother? Do your thing. Just don't take the shit off and continue. But hey, if that's what you got to do to let it go, to get through stuff, to handle it, to get over it, cry. Because we cannot be holding stuff in. I agree with that. As so-called black men, we hold things in. We're told to never cry. I never tell my son that. I tell my son there are things you don't cry about, but if you sad or somebody die, well, I mean, that's I guess still sorrow. Cry. Everything else, unless you broke your leg and something like that, there shouldn't be no crying, bro. Just because, you might feel a little sad. I mean, now if someone hurt your feelings, that's what I mean. If someone hurt your feelings, go ahead and cry. I've cried because of my dad not being around, not understanding why he don't want to be there, why he don't want to be around, why he don't call me, why he don't ask about me, why he don't know nothing about me. I've had those days. How come he didn't show up? How come he forgot my birthday? Like, how? And all you can do is cry about that thing. I get it. I didn't cry in front of my mama. And as a man, I've only cried in front of my ex-wife one time. One time, because as soon as she said, you gonna cry again or some shit like that, I said I'd never do it again. Never do it again. I don't even know if my son ever seen me cry. But the fact is, I was in my house though. I'm not online. You're not gonna see me online on the YouTube channel boo-hooing. I'm a man.
Listen, if it all ends for me tomorrow, I never sold you on fake. None of this jewelry on my arm is real. Don't love me because of no fucking diamonds. Take all this shit. This bracelet right here look real as a motherfucker. This shit was $23 on Amazon.
You said look real.
Nothing.
She said, do you see how the so-called black woman is now like, what? You cannot reveal all of yourself online, bro. No one cares. You see how she reacted? I'm telling you, bro. Giving yourself, giving your all, or letting everyone or anyone see all of you, they're gonna stop respecting you, bro.
Nothing. Hear me out.
I didn't think it looked real.
It don't look fake, right? If you out here getting fake vagina over your fake jewelry, reality is reality.
What the hell is fake vagina? Are you talking about a doll? What are you talking about? What is he talking about? If I'm over here getting fake vagina. What is you talking about, Tyrese? Is this some code for transgender? What are we talking about here, bro?
This shit is corny. It's all fake. It's all superficial. It doesn't mean anything. Can I ask you a question, my brother, in closing?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Everybody go see 1992.
I got one question
and
for you
Beautiful
too, though.
Pain. They
August
both
30th.
drop Friday, August 30th. It's a Labor Day weekend. Shout out to Snoop Dogg, who's an executive producer on board. I want y'all to understand something. R&B just changed. Live instruments got to come out. Go pull them out your garage. It's time to dust them out. All of y'all out here making these beats on these goddamn iPhones and y'all end up #1, y'all gonna have to have a seat.
That's why you did everything live? You trying to bring it back to that?
I didn't do it live on purpose. It just ended up happening.
Oh, okay.
Because I got into the biggest argument ever with my producer named Brandon. He was like, bro, I'm not doing that no more. We're not pulling out Logic. We're not pulling out beat machines. We doing this shit live. And I said, I don't even know what the fuck that is. But I tell you what, the #1 song, biggest song of my life, produced by Warren Campbell, was #1 on Billboard for 16 weeks, and that was live. It's called Shame.
Shame.
Wildflower, Shame was not a remake. Wildflower is a remake that everybody already loved, and the person who co-wrote, produced it, had something to do with it 50 years ago is involved with the current version of the song.
All right, y'all, that's it. I just wanted to just show, like, hey, man, as so-called black men, cry. Go in your closet, go in your room, go in the bathroom, go in your car. You know, like on Friday, he gonna cry in the car. Did the man on Friday cry in front of Debo? No, he cried where? In the car. We know these things. We know how to conduct ourselves. But for some reason, we get online. He the only one I know that's crying. I don't see The Rock crying in front of nobody. I don't see nobody crying. Like, unless it's in a movie. But even then, I mean, when he was crying, was he by himself or was he in front of everybody? I'm just saying, man. It's just something about it that is not right. There's a saying that you have to protect your lives and your cries. And that's talking about because people will learn to manipulate you and take advantage of you because you're giving them all of you. You giving them your vulnerable abilities. I don't think I said that right, but you know what I mean. Vulnerabilities. You're giving them your vulnerabilities. I think I still said that wrong. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? You're being vulnerable with them. And you can't be vulnerable with everybody. Everybody don't love you. Everybody don't care about you. Everybody don't got your back. Everybody don't got your best interests at heart. So for you to be crying on the internet or in public is irresponsible of yourself. It's a bad example, and you're going to get people to respect you less because of it. The so-called black man, no one cares about your tears. You are the greatest thing on the planet. Anything you put your mind to, you can do and better than anybody else. So do you really care to see the king cry? No. You want the king to be, they want that? I can't believe, what do you want from me? No, you don't want your king like that. Some of y'all ain't gonna get it. But if you get it, you got it. If you don't, you won't. So, all right, y'all, I'm out. Peace.